What are your plans to keep those supported even through last year with our part shortages with DJI? How can you give your customers reassurance?
Was there a part shortage? When the tariffs hit and went to 70, 80, 90%, I was going to have to buy that motor from DJI with the tariffs, and it's going to cost, let's say, $1,200. When you were buying that motor for, let's say, $300, we know the tariffs are getting ready to go back down. So when they go back down, I am now sitting on a motor that I paid $1,200 for, and I've got to sell it to you for $300. There was no parts shortage. There was an ordering shortage on all of us in America that was buying the parts that could not stomach selling you a $1,200 motor that's worth the $300 we've been selling it to you for. And we also couldn't be stuck with a bunch of $1,200 motors. The tariffs come back down, and now I got $300 motors that are exactly the same. Which one are you going to buy? There wasn't a part shortage from a manufacturer. There was a pause in purchasing that had to happen based off of the tariffs and what was going to happen if I purchased at the time of tariff. If we would have done that, all the prices of all the parts would have skyrocketed, and we would have had to change the industry model of how we're able to support you with parts, and it would have hurt the customers. So for that fact, that's why there wasn't a shortage of parts that were manufactured. There was a shortage of parts purchased, so we didn't land them at a price that was unfair to you, the user.
What's your plan to keep people supported now?
We're going to have parts. We're going to have the drones. Like we have seen it. Like we have seen the government say they're going to do it and then back down. We have seen this many a times. Almost too much a part of what we rely on and count on to fail, right? So there's going to turn a point where the American stuff is good enough to do the job at the quality that it needs that still saves the farmer money, right? So until that transition happens, that the American assembled Chinese pieces is good enough that the farmer can get his ROI back on it like he did in the original drones when they first started coming out, and he could get his ROI. Until it gets that point, it doesn't have to be as good or better than what we got now. It has to be good enough to cover the ground and give the farmer the ROI that he's expecting to get.
You can find the full interview at the YouTube link below.